times in the face.
So I can't really see his whole face. As we all can see, he has an American flag, which is pretty large, on his head. So we can't see his ears, we can't see the side of his face. This is all we see. And we don't even see much of his lip. So
Let's watch a little more. I'm going to keep stopping it. With what you see now, stop it please. Do you see any evidence in that video that you watched so far to support that he was punched 3 times in the face with a fist by a strong individual?
They didn't say 3, they said 2. Punched 2 times.
But so you're saying you think he's wearing the flag because he's trying to hide something?
yes, he's hiding the boots. We're at a show, so who wants to walk around 10-year anniversary show with bruises?
You previously stated before that everybody was dressed in the style. Isn't that flag your style?
So, Live Love ASAP, on the back of the project, there's an American flag, right? So this was a part of the project, you feel me? That's why he had it. So usually, Rocky wears it to come out because he's the main artist. That's his whole look, you feel me? But that day, I believe, because Ills got his altercation, he was hiding his artist.
Just so you understand, whether I feel you or not, I can't respond to your comments. When you're answering a question, when you're repeatedly saying, you feel me, you understand that I can't respond to that.
I won't say you feel me.
So let's keep watching video. And what I want you to do is, I want you to yell stop when you see any evidence that he has the kind of injuries on his face that you would expect when someone's been punched 3 times in the face by a muscular, strong individual.
You cannot see his whole face, sir.
So this is my question. I didn't ask you if there were parts of the back of his head or his ears you can't see. I asked you.
No, he's trying to get you to say that from the portion of his face you could see. Yeah, in other words, he doesn't look like he's been punched in the face 2 or 3 times, but he got half his face covered up. He's trying to trap you into saying that, That way the jury can hear you saying, well, don't look like he's been punched in the face. No, but he got part of his face covered up. Stick to your story.
And although you've known Relly a long time, you are much closer to the defendant than you are to Relly.
As of now, yes.
Wouldn't you agree, though, that always, for at least a long period of time, let's say the last 10 years, you've been much closer to the defendant than you have to Relly, is that right?
Yes.
In fact, you were asked on direct examination about your relationship, and what you said was, we had a good relationship in the early years. Do you recall that comment?
Yes.
Would you agree that in making that comment, it appears that you were saying that if you're qualifying that you had a good relationship with him in the early years, that means that in the later years, your relationship was not as good? Would you agree?
No, I'm not saying that.
So why did you qualify the statement? You're asked by Mr. Capino, what was your relationship like? And you say, on your own, we had a good relationship in the early years. Why did you answer that question by talking about the early years?
Oh, because earlier in my career, I was in the city more. So whether it was Bronx or Harlem, I could see him more back then. That was the only reason I said that.
Then you also add that you got much closer to the defendant because, quote, I didn't have time to deal with Relly. Do you remember saying that?
It's not like dealing with him like he was an issue. It was I didn't have time to hang out with him.
Wait, when you were on direct, did you say you didn't have time to hang out with Relly?
He didn't have time because he was working, doing other projects.
I didn't have time to spend with Relly. I was busy.
That's not what I asked you.
He was busy.
What I asked you was, who used the word deal?
So I used the word deal.
Okay, so what you're telling me is now you're saying, when I said I didn't have time to deal with Relly, what I really meant was I didn't have time to spend.
I'm clearly stating I didn't have time to hang out with Remy before because I'm on tour. I'm in studio sessions that aren't in New York. I'm out the country. I'm in Asia. I'm in different places. I didn't have time to spend with him anymore.
And when you're referring to the tour, that's the tour with the defendant, correct?
Not just him. I went on my own tours as well.
You ever go on tour with Relly?
No, I never went on tour with Remy. He's not a musician.
So, you did go on tour with the defendant, correct?
Yes.
So, some of the times you're referring that you were on tour and you didn't have time to either deal with Relly or spend with Relly was when you were on tour with the defendant, correct?
Yes.
Would you agree that he is the guy that gave you your big break, the defendant, correct?
No.
You would not agree with that.
I would not agree.
All right, let's talk about your arrival in Los Angeles. You don't live in California, right?
No.
It doesn't, it's my fault. You live outside the city, correct?
Yes.
And I don't want you to tell me where, but specifically, but is it in New York?
Yes.
When did you come out here for the trial?
I guess Saturday.
Saturday? And where have you been staying?
Downtown LA.
Have you had any contact with the defendant since you've been out here?
No.
Nothing.
No.
You guys are friends, you're coming out here, why did you have contact with them?
A few years back, I was advised by my attorney, and I'm pretty sure he's advised by his attorney, to not speak about what was going on as far as the case. So there wasn't no reason to be involved.
You said a few years back, when was this?
This was, I think, spring or summer 2022.
Okay. So you came out here, by the way, who paid for you to come out here?
I believe ASAP Blue.
I'm sorry, who?
ASAP. The ASAP business.
Well, the ASAP business is funded in a large part by ASAP Rocky, is that correct?
That's not true.
Oh, so when you say ASAP Blue, I'm sorry, I gotta apologize, Mr. Phillips, my hearing
It's okay, sir.
is not good.
It's okay.
So, okay, so it was ASAP Lou.
Yes.
Now, Lou is Rocky's manager, right?
Well, at the moment, I'm not too sure, but before he was the manager, yes.
Are you aware that it's been represented that Lou is his store manager?
Yes, but Rocky hasn't been touring.
Well, so here's my question. Do you think that Lou would have paid for you coming out here out of his own pocket, or would that have been, your understanding, paid for by Rocky?
I'm not sure. I have no answers, and I'm not sure.
Did you take the bus out here, or did you fly?
I flew.
Business or first class?
It was regular. Like, it was a regular flight.
Well, they had to fly coach.
Coach, just a flight.
Sustain.
Just a flight.
Sustain.
I said,
You don't have to answer. You just. And when did you arrive?
Saturday.
And where are you staying right now?
Downtown at a hotel.
And it's not, I don't want you to give me the name, but it's a nice hotel, I assume?
It's a cool hotel.
And
it's downtown LA. You know the area downtown LA is crazy.
Crazy
I
down
can't ask, I can't
there.
answer.
Downtown LA is crazy. The whole court laughing.
You understand?
We all do. So, the hotel you're staying at, nice hotel, it's not going to be cheap, correct?
Yes.
And I would assume, you're not eating at McDonald's while you're here, right?
I'm actually at the taco stand on the block from my hotel. $2 tacos.
Did they limit your food budget while you were here?
No, I came from my own food.
So, they're paying for your hotel, they're paying for your flight, but they're not covering your food?
I actually put my card in my room.
So you put your car in your room, but the idea is they're going to reimburse you, correct?
I'm not too sure. That was never a conversation. That's not something I'm worried about.
So you're close enough to Rocky that you don't really care whether you're reimbursed. You're going to come out here, stay at your own expense, and try to help him on this case. Is that correct?
No, I'm not trying to help him on the case. I was actually there, and I know the truth.
No, that's my question. You're saying you don't really care about getting reimbursed. You're coming out here, that hotel's not cheap, you're saying I'll put it on my card. And you're saying, I don't really care about what it's going to cost.
Okay.
So my question to you is, if you don't care about what it's going to cost, Is that because he's such close friend of yours?
No, because I also have a manager out here and I have meetings out here that I had to attend to. So it's not like I'm here on his time. I also am an artist that has things to take care of myself.
Wait, Ms. Phillips, are you suggesting to us that basically the purpose of you coming out here is to do meetings for your career, and then it just so happens that you'll testify in his criminal trial?
I was never given a specified date when I was supposed to be here.
Well, how did they arrange for you to come for it?
I just found out, I found out yesterday.
So you're saying the first time you knew that you were going to come to court was yesterday?
No, I found out that I was coming to the court when we got on the speakerphone with the judge.
And at that point in time, shortly after you flew out of here, right?
Probably like a week or so later.
And you've been out here basically waiting to testify, is that right?
I also just been working on my artistry.
Now, I'm not asking you how you managed to fill your time. I'm saying your purpose for being out here at this point in time is to testify in this criminal case, correct?
This is another check.
Not around here.
Exactly. Yes.
I think it's legal ground.
That's an answer.
I'm not overruled.
Can you rephrase the question?
Sure. So, my question to you is, I understand that you are spending time while you're out here doing other things. Yes. Do you agree that the purpose for your coming out here was to testify in this trial?
Just say
I
yes.
said, I'm not too sure what day I was supposed to be here, but the judge told me when I spoke to him on the speakerphone, I have to testify or be a witness, and I guess you have to make yourself available. So I made sure I got to LA.
So, Charles, if you can, you can try to ask this question again. I'm not asking what the judge told you.
Because he wants you to say what he wants you to say.
That the primary reason that you are out here in Los Angeles.
No, he already said that's not his primary reason.
For your friend, Mr. Neighbors.
It's one of the reasons why I'm in LA, yes.
One of the reasons.
Would you agree that it is the main reason that you are in Los Angeles?
It's a pretty important reason.
Isn't it true, Mr. Phillips, that the other things that you are doing
What's wrong with it being the main reason?
are just ways for you to utilize the time, since you happen to have to be out here to testify in this case? Is that right?
No, because every time I come to LA, I have my own business to take care of.
Okay. You mentioned that you have knowledge and experience with prop guns, is that right?
Yes.
Do you have any knowledge and experience with real firearms?